Hi there guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kat, this is Cindy, Vanity, and this is Girls Gone Wild. We get a little crazy after one girl. So what kind of wine are we having? It's red. I'm excited.
Oak Leaf Vineyards Sweet Red, and it is 9% alcohol.
Oh, this is a little better than the last one.
Says this sweet medium-bodied red has aromas of ripe raspberries, juicy blackberries, and a smooth, soft finish. Pair with creamy ravioli. Enjoy chilled. Well, this is definitely not ravioli, but it's gonna have to do.
Good.
And yeah, let's see what this Oak Leaf talking about. How much was it?
I think this was $4 or $5 at Walmart. So
Here you go. These prices
I saw sweet red, so I know you like sweet. I try to think of all of them.
You don't like, you're not sweet.
Well, I like the middle.
All right, y'all. Well, I already tasted
You
it.
sure? Okay. I'm always a fan of sweet, so anything sweet is good.
I'm not a fan.
You don't like it? No?
Doesn't taste like anything to me. You
She likes
keep
it.
going.
But I like
Did I
whatever.
win you over?
Give me whatever.
I mean, it's good. I'd say it's good for every wine, but I'm trying not to be picky like you.
This one's the one that I feel like I can just chug. Like it doesn't have any type of
It's like L'Oreal.
It's more watery.
Very smooth.
It is very watery.
Like I could just drink it, no problem.
Yeah.
The other ones I
Like
can
it's
sip and
juice?
taste. Yes. And
Oh, it's 9%. Don't be
know.
drinking that like juice.
Hey, listen.
So, a lot of you guys don't know this, but my husband's always gone. Away at
Cue
work.
sad music.
Cue it.
I don't know if that was.
So anyway, sounds like a crying cat. Yeah, he's always gone for work, so I'm always by. I'm fucking hilarious. I mean, but
How do cats cry?
like what you just did.
Alright, so yeah, your husband?
Yes, all the time he travels for work, so I'm always alone. So this is a topic for those moms that are going through the same stressful, sad shit as I am because I'm depressed. No, I'm just kidding.
For traveling husbands that
Military, anything,
yeah.
So it's very depressing for one. You're always missing your spouse. You feel like you're doing everything by yourself, raising the baby by yourself, cleaning, cooking, the whole 9 yards. Thank you. Anyways, but yeah, so you? I know he's gone for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Benny had a job where he would be gone for like the week and come back Fridays. But yeah, I can definitely
It takes a
understand
toll
how
on
hard
you.
it is. Yeah, well, for sure, because it was only for a few weeks that he did that, a few weeks too long.
Oh, you were a whole nother person while he was gone. It was like, oh shit. Like,
I was gone. I was ghost. I
we didn't hear you in the chat. It was like,
because I was like, let me.
you shut down.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm already mentally.
A hermit.
Yes, that in general. But I'm also in a stage right now where I'm mentally trying to, you know, fix my world around. And then this comes across where he's like, I'm traveling now. So it's like, okay. You know what I mean? And in a way, honestly, I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm being straight up honest. Like, I'll be like, okay, so now I'm dealing with 2 kids on myself. How the hell am I gonna do this? I don't know. And in a way, like, I would kind of get upset because Sebastian doesn't even sleep at night. So it's like, I'm not really sleeping. I still have a full-time job. So I'm like, I gotta get up to take the kids, rush them to daycare, do all this stuff, come back to work, come back home, get the kids cooked on top of that because they gotta eat. I have a 12-year-old. And then do it all over. Like, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's
I definitely
difficult.
didn't sign up for this. At first, Rocco was only gone weekends, like Friday through Sunday. Sometimes Monday, like when we first met. Now it just drags on to the week, 2 weeks, half a month.
Yeah, it's difficult. You have to do everything by yourself, and it's hard because, I mean, we're not perfect. You know, we're not perfect, and anybody who claims to be perfect mom is not real. So you're gonna sit there and think sometimes, like, damn, this is not what I asked for. It gets frustrating because when the baby throws tantrums or they're in their moods, you got to deal with it by yourself. You got to be the one to clean up, you know, the messes here and there, and like,
baby Rocco only listens to his dad. That's it. No one else. No one else.
Imagine, and he's not even there. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. Very difficult, and it's lonely. Okay, it's lonely. Like you're just kind of there.
I spend lots of times in the shower.
Just kidding. We're like, let's help her. It's
just
lonely.
Joking.
You know,
lonely.
Imagine having to like grocery shop and do everything with the baby, and then bring it all in with the baby, and try and, you know, make all that work by yourself. It's hard. I had to lean on Aiden a lot. And it's kind of like, I don't want to put that on him because you're a child. You should be able to enjoy being a child. But
it's just nice to have the man of the household at home. Like there's times where I have to like text him or call him when he's working and he can't talk. It's like, I need your opinion now, not fucking an hour.
Yeah. And sometimes I would ask Benny, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Benny's out chilling, having fun. He's not chilling, he's working. And he would tell me how hard it was for him too, which I get. And I know it's hard for him on a different level. So I'm not gonna sit here and shut out him because I know that what he's doing, he's making a sacrifice for us. You know what I mean? But it's hard. It's definitely hard.
I think of it that way too, but sometimes I get jealous because he's like,
oh, girl, of course. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you know, I get jealous too. I'm like, shit, I wish I had a day, you know, or let me, because he goes to work, and then after he goes into the hotel room to do whatever he wants to do.
Sleep.
I wish I could, you know,
sleep in or sleep in general.
When I was working, and after I had the baby, I had to go back to work, I was like, oh, I don't get to spend time with the baby. You know, you get to spend time with the baby. You know what I mean? Like, so you guys say that. Oh, I wish, blah, blah, blah. But if the shoe's on the other foot and duty calls and you guys have to keep picking up and having to leave, you guys will be like, I'm missing so much. I don't get to be with the baby, you know, because I know when I had to go back to work, I was like, I want to be home dealing with a crying, screaming baby, changing diapers, and I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to be here at work.
Okay, Rocco, bye.
No, I'm not saying I sympathize.
You're being honest,
but I'm just saying, like, also, like, they're probably looking at you guys in the same way. You know what I mean?
We're lucky because we're home all the time.
Yeah. Well, at the end, both are making sacrifices, and both have it hard. Nobody has it easier than the other.
I never saw it that way. No.
While he's out there, you know, having to have the weight of his household on his back, like, I have to provide, I have to go out here, and as much as I want to stay home with my family, I have to keep traveling and get that, you know, because that also weighs on you, the travel. I'm sure Benny gets tired driving back and forth, and you know, so
Rocco's always jet lagged.
Yeah, so that's a strain on their body, missing their family, being out there. Yeah, maybe the beginning is fun, like woohoo, you know, but it gets exhausting after a while. I'm sure it's not even enjoyable. No. So while I think that could be something that you guys argue about because you guys are looking at your points, he's looking at his point, and he's like, well, why are you complaining? You get to be here. I wish I was home with the baby. And you're like, I wish I had a break.
I wish I had a break.
Exactly.
And that's more okay, but the way I get jealous is because he gets to travel to different places, and yeah, he only works, but
you still have that time off to explore.
When he's working, and he doesn't always have time to explore, but he does go out to dinner with his coworkers, or, you know, even if it's that little short drive to the restaurant, you still can sightsee, and you still, like today, he was leaving to London, and he's just like, oh yeah, that train ride, or like the traffic there. He was talking about like all the scenery and stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I've never been to London, so that's when I was just like, okay, get the fuck out the car and go to the plane, like, I don't care. So that's when I'm just like, ugh, you know, because even though it is dreading for him and he just sees it as work, I see it as a you're still traveling to a different country. Your fucking passport is, you need a new one soon. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get that luxury. You know what I mean? So that's how I always see it. And that's when I always get mad.
I mean, so what about, how about you? How do you think the military women feel?
I was just thinking,
oh my
they're
gosh.
gone
Way
for,
worse, and they don't even talk to them.
Yeah, and they're traveling, but it's not like they're sightseeing. They're putting their life on.
Yeah.
And these military wives don't even know when they're coming back or how long, and you know, or if they're coming back. So,
and they're gone for so long.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes they don't even have communication with them. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
and
why
it's not like they can call a sick day.
Yeah.
Like
No.
It's contract. Like you gotta
No, yeah, for sure. And if we let you go, you gotta be back this day, this time. Like that's why I tell Benny, like, it's good because me and Benny, we have a pretty good relationship. I feel like we understand each other a lot, and we're pretty chill for the most part. So with situations like this, for instance, like I'm kind of the one that's more like, oh, it's fine. You know, if you're gonna travel, we'll figure it out. When he's more of the one that's like, no, I want to be home. But it's because I'm like already putting in my mind, like, since I've been somewhat of a single parent, I'm like, let me just learn how to handle it. I think of it on a different level. Like, it's more of like a defense mechanism.
I was just gonna
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, well, if you're gonna leave one day, then let me see how this works out. You know, like I try to cope with it somehow and I make it that way. But I tell him all the time, I'm like, I give it up to you. Because, I mean, you're not doing this just to, you know, just to do it. You're doing it because it's a job, it's a good job on top of that, and you're doing it for us. You know what I mean? And I get that. But being human, getting frustrated sometimes, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna think like, damn, I wish like I could fucking take a break, or, you know, here I am with 2 kids. Yeah, when I get sleepless nights, which are majority of the time, then I have to go to work to deal with people's shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting there like, damn, I wish I could just freaking, you know, be somewhere and not have to worry about this, or not have to come to work, or this is not like and I feel bad because I sometimes get on him for that. You know what I mean? But I totally give it up to him, and I see that it's a sacrifice. But again, like I said, I'm not perfect, and I fall to that sometimes too, where I can be ungrateful sometimes, or you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm very.
You get like that because it's frustrating. I mean, like you said, it's both a battle for everyone. You know what I mean? Like it's 2 different battles, but equally the same amount of stress, if not, you know, whatever. But being in our situation, we can only see and understand from their situation, but being in ours, we're gonna fall victim to it too. Or we're like, fuck, you know, I'm fucking tired of living this life. Like, I want to do this, and I need help, and I didn't sign up for this, and you know what I mean. We take it some like times like that too.
I don't have it like you guys, because Trey works from home, so he's available, you know. But like the fact that he works from home, he's there, but he's not really there. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like I gotta like let him do his thing, because at the end of the day, he's the one that's bringing, you know, paying all the bills.
Yeah.
So it's still like he's there, but I gotta kind of like, no, I can't go, I can't do this, I can't do that, because I have to watch the baby so that he can work. And then on top of that, when you're self-employed, it's not like you get a schedule
and you go home and disconnect.
Yeah, he's work at whatever. You know what I mean? If somebody is emailing him and we're in the middle of like baby sleep, watching a movie or whatever, and he's like, I'm like, hello. He's like, it's work. Like, what can I say?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. This is my time. Like, he pays the bills, you know? So it's like, I gotta kind of compromise a lot. Like, a lot of times, like, he makes t-shirts. He doesn't take pictures, but if people are like, hey, I have an event, can you just come take some pictures and I pay you? It's like, well, yeah, well, I would like to go, but I can't. I gotta stay with the baby, and I can't tell him, no, you can't go, because it's money, and you know, he pays bills. So, I mean, again, I don't have it like you guys, but it's just, I understand like the whole, you gotta kind of like pick your battles because of the fact that they're making the sacrifice for the household, and I'm not working. So it's like, I feel like I constantly have Taj all the time, and I'm like, I wish I could just pick up and go and come in and out of the house, and he's in and out, in and out, in and out. And even though yes, it is for work, I look at it like, well, you still get in the car and you take a break. You're out the house, you know. I don't get out the house, and I have to go to the supermarket. I'm taking Taj with me to the supermarket. If I'm going to my mom's house, I'm taking Taj to my mom's house. Like, you come and go in and out. without having to take a diaper bag and pack diapers and make sure everything, like that whole just stress-free coming in and out without having to pack the baby stuff and take the baby, put him in the car seat, take him out the stroller, like it makes a difference. And you know, like again, he, you know, holds down, but it's just kind of like you just be like, well, damn, I wish, you know, I can just get up and go like that. So,
or when he comes home and he's like straight on the computer, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? You just got home. It's work. I have to send an email. I'm like, you just got from, you couldn't do this at work? No. Like, when you're here, it's family time. Like, don't fucking, that's why when he's here, I barely text in the fucking chat, because I'm like, it's us time. But no. Always on the computer, doing work. Like,
I mean, you're gonna feel some type of way. And that's the thing is, like, I think it's more frustrating when they expect you not to feel some type of way, because it's like, I'm human. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna feel. Women in general, just that's what we do. We feel.
Yeah.
We feel everything. So it's like, how could you blame me for being upset? You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking him again. Benny does his thing. I understand that he's making a huge sacrifice. But at the end of the day, this is Benny's first kid. And you know what I mean? He wants to be there just as much as I do. You know what I mean? Like, we both equally want to be there, see his, you know, growing, and even for Aiden, you know? So I get that it's a big sacrifice to him too, but it's hard. We can't be blamed for that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say I hate, but I strongly dislike when it's like the guys usually can't see it from that point of view. You know what I mean? Like, they're just thinking of it as like, oh, you should be happy that I'm doing this, or I'm making the money that we need, and yeah, but just give me a second to recoup. You know what I mean? Like, just give me a second, because at the end of the day, I'm also gonna feel frustrated too. So,
and I mean, now that you guys mentioned it, I kind of do feel for Rocco, just because he never met his father, so he doesn't know who his father was. So I feel like he wants to be that different dad, that dad that's in his child's life. So whenever he is with the baby, he's very involved, and he's just like, no, the baby this, the baby that, or he wants the baby to do everything with him or like him. So it's like,
so he's probably feeling just
like
as,
shit. Yeah. Because he's never around or for anything.
I just feel like the same way we have to take them into consideration, and they expect us to, okay, but understand where I'm coming from. Like, you kind of, like, to your point, I think it would be easier for us if they would be like, you know what, kind of like what I said, like, I know you're home and you're tired and you're with the baby, and it's a sacrifice for you because I'm gone, and you know, I'm also making a sacrifice. I want you to understand that this is not joy for me. Like, just being more understanding, it will make us feel like we're on the same page, and you're feeling what I'm feeling, and I'm not alone, and we'll figure it out. Versus when we're like, hello, can you spend time with us? Hello, why are you on your phone and not paying attention? Hello, I want a break. Or and they're like, oh, why? Why are you acting like that? Why? Like, when they play crazy, that makes me be like,
I ain't crazy.
Are you stupid? Like, how can you not see? I think it's more frustrating, but I think if they was to take a second to try to not think about their situation and think about ours, and maybe put themselves in our shoes the same way we should do the same. I think if both parties would step back and take each other's situations into consideration, you would feel where that person's coming from, and the other person, and you would sympathize. Like, you would be more you'd be more sympathetic to the other person, and maybe handle things or do some things a little bit different because you know how the other person might be feeling. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Trey, if he was to look at my point of view, he'll be like, damn, you know, I'm here, and you know, she has the baby, and I'm in and out, and I'm working, so whenever I do get a little break, I'm gonna put my phone down. I'm not gonna be on Instagram and stuff if it's not work, and pay attention to her. You know, like, I don't want to feel like I'm nagging, because then when I nag, then you look at me, you're like, damn, you're nagging. You know, like, so then can you please do it without me nagging? Or do I have to just stay quiet and eat it? You know, so again, communication. Communication changes a big thing, and I think people tend to just harp on how they feel and what bothers them, and they don't take a second to really look at the bigger picture and take the other person into consideration, and maybe think about their perspective and be like, okay, well, this is how they're looking at it. This is how I'm looking at it. Where can we meet in the middle? Or what can I do different to maybe make it easier on him, so that maybe he can open his eyes and make it easier on me.
Right.
But the military wives,
I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, those military wives are G's.
Yeah.
I'm like,
there's nothing I can say about them. Like, they're thugs. Military wives, y'all the real MVPs.
I know a few, and they
To have to hold it down completely.
do.
Completely. And be prepared to have to hold it down if
Without even a
shit goes
phone
down.
call, because some guys they can't call. So
I-
it's like, it's a
I
complete...
would freak out. I freak out when Rocco's like on the plane for hours.
I freak out with Trey getting in the car, coming out the driveway.
I literally freak out every time. Like, I'm like, do you guys do they have Wi-Fi? Because if they don't have Wi-Fi, you need to go to the freaking flight attendant and tell them to turn it on, because I freak out. Yeah. So I can't imagine. I couldn't.
That's the thing, like I said, with me and Benny, I'm somewhat, to an extent, okay. Like, you go do your thing, like, if you have to go to work, do it. But it's also more, like I said, of a defense mechanism from, like, you know, just old stuff, like, that I need to kind of heal on. But, and I've also always been, like, a lone wolf.
I was just,
So-
you tend to take on more than you have to.
Yeah.
And you tend to you're like this strong, independent, and you have a hard time depending on people.
For sure.
So because you're just learning to open up and let somebody assist you, whenever Benny's like, oh, I have to go, you just put that wall back up, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it by myself. I can do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what
Was
I do.
your mom like a single mom?
She went through things with her past.
Yeah, I went through a lot in the past, but my mom was also very strong on that. My mom went through a lot. And I seen how my mom was very, like, cold. She was always like, this is what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. So, like, I learned, like, okay, as a woman, I need to be cold. This is what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So, like,
And you grew up around a lot of
makes
guys.
I grew up around all boys, and my sister was damn near a boy herself. So it's like, she was also the same. She was very like, oh, you wanna leave? Peace. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't give a shit. Even if she had no money, nothing, she was like, oh, I'll figure it
That's
out.
how I was in my past. Now with Rocco, I'm like completely different. I'm like, no, but I don't have
So it's different.
So
but
I know
like,
what you mean.
but so when Benny leaves, I'm like, okay, bye. You know, and
she
it'll bother me, but
exactly, but you put that wall, that defensive
I'm
wall
like
back
that.
up.
because I
I'll
get
tell
busy.
him.
Like, I go to work and I'll do long hours and I'll keep myself busy, cook, clean, do all this stuff.
But then
like
you
wear out. So
what
like,
exactly? I was
just
just gonna say you.
See, I'm like that on the outside. Like, I'll be
tire yourself,
inside,
yes.
be hard to get or stubborn, but on the inside, I'm just like, God, don't do that. But on the
That's
outside, I'm just like, fuck it, do whatever.
It
the
took
fuck
her
you
a
want.
lot just to break down her wall. With
Oh
Benny.
yeah.
I always have a wall up though.
No, her wall was like
Really?
she was working
Yeah,
3 jobs.
When I first met Benny, and I'm like, I need another one.
She was working 3 jobs. We had a lot of like talks. Like I had to like talk her up the ledge.
Oh, I'm not
a
that
lot.
bad.
No, she's bad.
Because I'm very like, I don't need nobody. Like, I'm very
Yeah.
like,
Well, she raised
Fine,
Aiden by herself.
cool.
You know what I mean?
Don't want to be around.
She
Cool.
has a wall like.
And I'm always gonna think like, you can leave one day. What about me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so afraid to be like, yeah, totally. That's why like I honest to God, like, to military wives, you like stay at home moms, I am like,
I know.
take my hat off to you guys, because I can't.
And that's how I was raised. My mom was always like, Honey, you need to be independent. So now in this relationship, I'm like that, and Rob was like, the fuck you're not. So I'm like, okay.
It scares me. It scares me.
Italian women are not. The men are like
Always the
Mhm.
yeah, the
Very
ones at work
dominant.
or
in the household. Yeah. Okay.
And the
I was
Italian
just gonna
women
say-
are always home.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Because even with Van would be like, oh, you like to be with the kids, like you're very like, you know, be with the kids, and when we have that talk about like staying home and stuff. And I'll battle myself so much about it. Because I'm like, yeah, for sure. And then I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Girl, she was working 3 jobs, and she was like, I need to get another job. And she had just got with Benny, and well, like a year. And I remember I asked her, I said, well, what's Benny saying? She's like, he doesn't want me to get one. I said, and you're gonna still get another job? She's like, yeah. I'm like, do you think that's a little bit demasculating?
Yeah, she's had a lot of talks with me, man.
Like she was just like, yeah.
And then I'll try to be the tough girl about it. Well, like if he wants to leave tomorrow, he's gonna leave me, and I'm gonna be stuck with nothing. And so I'm very like,
no, like yeah,
you keep me down so many
you
times.
keep taking his balls away. He's gonna leave you now. So,
so that's why I'm like, it's hard. And like, I mean, yes, I have my job, but aside from that, him being away, I appreciate him that much more. Like I said, I do get upset, but like
I'm starting to be like that a little more. I'm trying to be a little more.
You're trying to be open about it, like okay. And again, we're not complaining and be like, oh, you guys are, you know, we're not trying to sound ungrateful, but we're human. We're gonna sit down and sometimes be frustrated and think like, oh my God, you know, well, I'm doing this all by myself. Like it's like a single parent role.
Yeah.
If you're a parent, and if not, you're just a single wife. It's hard. You want to be with your other, you know, with your spouse. It's difficult, but we're not taking that away from what you guys are doing. We all hands up to it. It's just we're talking about our, you know,
our feelings, and it's
like
okay for us to feel like that because we're human.
For sure.
We're women.
And our experiences. Like we're just, you know, so if any guys are watching this and they're from the military or if they travel for work, we're not trying to sit there and throw rocks at you.
No.
Not at all.
At the end of the day, my lights are on.
Yep.
My son, thank you Jesus, needs for nothing. I may need for a couple things, you know, like you know,
a little love and affection.
not like material.
Yes.
I say needing for things like, you know, just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But not needing, but wanting.
It's difficult.
But
give it up to y'all, man.
The most important thing is we have a roof over our head. We have ample food there. We're not hungry. Our lights are on. Our water's on. And my son needs for absolutely nothing.
And in a way, honestly, I have to give it up to the guys that are all for their wives or whatever being at home, because now in our day and age, that no longer exists. So I have to honestly say, like, kudos for you guys that are all for your wives and, you know, being a stay-at-home mom or being a stay-at-home wife, like, blessed.
Yeah,
blessed.
babes, even though I get pissed at you, thanks for letting me stay at home.
For real. I only have one son, one kid, and I mean, who knows if I'm gonna have another one. And the fact that I was able to stay home and enjoy him, you know, and Trey take that weight, you know, on himself, and he's self-employed. It's not even like he's taking that weight on, but he knows a guaranteed check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That waking up in the morning and grinding and just making it happen and not knowing where the money's coming from, but it's gotta come. I give it to him, and I know it can be stressful sometimes. So yeah, definitely props to him.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I still want my girl trip though, because I'm stressed.
I was supposed to be in Barcelona today. Don't ask. I know. Yeah, I was supposed to be in Barcelona today.
Well, why are you not? Because you want to film girls going away.
Yeah.
That's not good.
But yeah, so big ups to all you military wives that do it all on your own.
Big ups to everybody who's
Every
just
mom,
wife, and husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that is working on their household and making their sacrifices.
Yes.
Point blank. The husbands are making sacrifices to leave, and you know, big up to you for holding it down and financially supporting your household and being a man, because some guys are just out there not giving a damn. And big ups to the moms that are holding it down with the kids and holding the household down while their man is home.
Or just the wife.
Or out working. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
The husbands that are home with the kid and letting their wife work a full-time job. Because we got that now. So, you know what? If you're just home working in your family, working on your house, I mean, people got to make sacrifices. It's hard. Everybody can't win. But
more or less, if you guys are traveling, if the husband's traveling, the wife's traveling, whichever, communication. Keep that communication on point, because you obviously see how quick it can go downhill.
I'm getting better at that.
That's good. You grow as a relationship, but definitely keep the communication on point. And big ups to both parties, man. It's hard. Very, very hard.
on that note,
if you need to talk, we're here.
Get on our group.
You can get on our group and vent. You can email us and vent. You can write in our comments. We here. We here. If not one of us can relate, all of us, something. But
somebody in the group will.
Yeah, for real.
Very opinionated.
We're gonna wrap it up. Anybody got any shout outs?
Shout out to Chex Mix. Is that what it's
Chex Mix.
Sound like you want to shout out the wine?
For real.
Because I'm hungry.
It is good. I love Chex Mix. It is really good.
It's like the right salty.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Shout out to our viewers.
I want to say, is this a Chex Mix commercial? Did you get a sponsor from Chex Mix that I don't know about? Because you went hard.
Shout out to our viewers for tuning in with us, sharing our videos, liking, subscribing. Shout out to our group, Girls Gone Wine, on Facebook. Get in with us. It is loads of fun. We are popping.
If you're not in there, you're missing it.
For sure.
Real. And yeah, shout out to ImagineInk. Let's see what I got up today. I don't even know what I got.
Blessed by the best.
Woo!
That goes with our topic.
It sure does.
Amen.
Be blessed.
Hallelujah. Blessed by the best. So, yep. And that's all. Click that link, like and subscribe. Share the videos. Share everything to everybody. That's all. See you next Thursday on Girls Gone Wine.
Bye.
Bye.